Please read the disclaimer. XRP holders, it has been delayed. Hello, beautiful people. Shalom, moneymakers. Let's get straight into it. Currently, XRP is up 4.82% on the day. The crypto market is doing better today after not so great of a weekend, and just the past 2 weeks have not been great for the crypto market for XRP. After we started out with a very nice crescendo at the beginning of the year, now we're seeing the market pull back here with there's a lot of factors that we talk about daily. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel to get those XRP and crypto updates, now is the time to do so. Bitcoin is at 88,000, 1.75% up on the day. Ethereum up 3.82%, almost back to 3,000 here. Solana up 5%, so also recovering here. And we had a situation where these assets went negative on the year to date, but now XRP is up 4.4% year to date. If we go and we take a look at what's happening on the stock market, you can see the VIX has dropped down here. So fear is coming down. Interestingly, silver that had a new high at 117 has pulled back about 4% here in the past hour or so. I haven't seen any headline. I know that the press secretary, Trump's press secretary, is speaking right now, so maybe she is saying something. I haven't been watching the conference, and so that could be what's fueling the markets here. Sorry, the sell-off on silver and the fuel of the crypto market right now, although the crypto market has been moving up very nicely since this morning, right? We had that sell-off last night going into the end of the week candle, closing the weekly candle here, and then we had the whole crypto market recovering. So if we take a look here from last night, on the peak, it's about 7.5% here. So again, these are kinds of moves that we can take advantage if we're interested in using leverage. Our partner BTCC, and you can see I got the swaggy sweatshirt. I had my only thing, I told them that it's short in the back. And I said, listen, I understand it's like a stylish sweatshirt. It's very nice in the back, but it's too short for me. I'm almost 40 years old. I need a... And I wrote it to them, and the girl that was in charge says, yes, we were trying to do something stylish. I said, I'm 39. I need comfortable and not stylish. But I have been talking to them, and they wanted to give me a 30% deposit bonus. So the regular deposit bonus is 10%. This means if you put in $1,000, you're going to get that 30% deposit bonus, which is $300. If you put 10,000, it's 3,000, and so on. 100,000, 30,000. Link is in the description down below. If you do use my link, I will get a commission. It is an affiliate link. Okay, you can go long, you can go short, whatever your heart desires, but please, please, please trade responsibly. Okay. BTCC has been around for 14 years. The exchange that have been around. So that's one of the reasons why I work with them. Okay, again, they are a partner of the channel, and I will get a commission if you do use my link. Let's talk a little bit about the Senate delays crypto bill vote. The Senate Agriculture Committee has postponed its scheduled crypto market structure markup from Tuesday to Thursday due to snowy weather, delaying a bill that would expand the CFTC's authority. So after we had the pullout from Coinbase, now that was in the banking committee. Now the agriculture committee is postponing as well. This coming off, of course, of the extreme weather that we are seeing in the United States of America right now. For example, my uncle was supposed to come visit, and his flight was canceled, so he's not coming. Maybe in a week or two he'll reschedule. But it will be very interesting to see what happens here. It is the Fed week, right? So we have a decision in just a few days, 96.6% that we're going to get a no reduction. So it's going to keep where it is. And so maybe the crypto market is already taking that into consideration and pre-buying. Sometimes we see this in a FOMC meeting week, where the market kind of pre-reacts to what could potentially be said by the Fed, and then it goes up running into Wednesday, and then if it goes up and he says something bad, we could have a sell-off. So be careful with that. Another thing that is getting postponed here is the fireside between the SEC chair Paul Atkins and the CFTC chair, Michael Selig. It is rescheduled to this Thursday as well. It was supposed to happen. So both of those things, big crypto things are getting rescheduled this week. And so, nothing too bad for the crypto market, but this is just things that because of the weather are getting pushed. And this, with a potential of a government shutdown that seems more likely as the days go on, not that, um, that we will maybe not see this vote, especially if the Democrats get a majority in the House and the Senate, but we shall see. I just want to remind you that this video is for educational purposes and entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. Also, remember that I will never contact you on social media asking you to sign up to anything or to send me anything. Those are scammers. Those are imposters. I won't DM you. I won't befriend you. Be very careful out there. Be careful on what links you click as well, okay? It's from a source that you don't know, or if it's a source from but it looks fishy, it's kind of weird. They've never asked you to do something like that. Contact them and ask them, hey, is this you? Right? Call them on the phone or something like that. Be very careful out there. Okay. We're in a bit of a weird spot right now because the exact thing pushing metals up, debasement, lower dollar, increased liquidity, safe haven demand aren't currently impacting the crypto market, right? We're seeing this happen right now. But the thing that could potentially end this metal rally, like a policy driven USD rebound that pushes yields up, would likely be bad for Bitcoin risk assets. What crypto needs is a geopolitical cool down where confidence returns and we get de-escalation driving the dollar higher and risk assets with it. So markets hate uncertainty, and Bitcoin is not very, for now, is not acting the way many people thought. I try to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? Benjamin tells us here, because it's a midterm year, the bull market support band for Bitcoin has turned into the bear market resistance band until proven otherwise. Usually, right, the year of midterm elections is not the best year for the crypto market because it usually comes after the crescendo of the halving, right? The post-halving year and, the 500 days after halving and all that, that usually, because it's every 4 years, it coincided with the elections. And so the year after, like 2022, which was a bad year for the crypto market, was a midterm election year. Well, this is happening again, but 2025 we didn't have the big crescendo, the banana zone. So I'm not going to put a label on 2026 because 2025 was not by the playbook and 2024 was not by the playbook, right? We saw a new all-time high for Bitcoin prior to halving. That had never happened before, right? It usually happened after the halving. So this whole situation is very confusing. And I think I know you don't want to hear this, but I think we'll know a little bit better next cycle. So in 4 years from now, we'll look at the cycle and we'll say, okay, this is what happened last time. This is what happened 8 years ago. Where are we now? And maybe things will be similar. Maybe they have totally shifted and they'll be forever different. But it will be very interesting to see how this plays out. And listen, we're going into an era where the crypto market is here to stay. Coinbase CEO Armstrong says at some point, all the haters will be using crypto and they won't even realize it. Why? Because everything is going to be tokenized. Everything is going to be on chain, right? And he says IPOs will move fully on chain in the future. Coinbase CEO Armstrong says companies will eventually conduct IPOs entirely on chain, arguing that heavy regulation has pushed firms to stay private longer. He reiterates on-chain listings will cut costs, reduce friction, and improve access to capital. It's not just IPOs, it's the whole financial system can go blockchain, right? It's just a matter of will it and will they let it, right? And so it's going to be very interesting over the next 10 to 15 years, even 5 to 10 years. It could be even faster. Things are moving so fast, recently that it could be the next 5 years, right? Or more likely the next 10 years that we see this happen and we see everything tokenized. We see real estate, for example, tokenized and stocks tokenized and many, many other things going forward. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how the crypto market is going to adapt, develop, and morph. Probably in 4 years, when we look at the top tokens, it's going to be totally different than what we have now. Maybe XRP, Ethereum, Solana will still be there because they were there 4 years ago and they were there. Solana, I don't think was 8 years ago. XRP, Ethereum, and Bitcoin were. But things change, things adapt, and it's important that we are able to adapt with the markets and adapt with ourselves. Now, regarding the precious metal market, again, this is a very, very volatile market. It's become like crypto, but we do have the potential, right? It just dropped 6% in 50 minutes, right? So it's a very fragile market as well. And Benjamin also thinks here, he says, guessing silver has a blow off top, meaning that it goes up parabolic and then it has a big sell-off, similar to what I have in the picture here. Is that when things go parabolic, there's always the top, right? And then the question is, okay, when the top happens, how much does it pull back, and how ferocious will the comeback be? Does it come back and create a new high, or is there a slow and steady sell off, right? So that's going to be the question. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a silver video later tonight. I'll see how much. Tomorrow I have a long day, and I want to go to sleep early today, so I'll see how much strength I have. I've been having headaches today. There's too much information, right? How do the kids say TMI? Don't forget to smash the like button. Check out the links in the description down below to BTCC if you are interested in crypto leverage trading. Please trade responsibly. Subscribe. Super thanks if you're interested in that. Hype up the video, smash the like button, drop a comment. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. And like I always say, let's make a lot of money. Whoops.